Morning, guys. We're just going to wait a few minutes just to let everyone join at 8. If you are setting up for the class, all you need for the class today is either 2 gliders. I'm using face cloths because it's a tile floor, or if you are working at home with plastic packets, then just, if you're working at home with a carpet, just use plastic packets on your feet. We're just going to give it another 3 minutes and then we will start the class. Make sure that you've got enough space in front of you and around you so that you don't kick something if you are on the floor, and that you won't knock your head or anything like that. We're going to start the class with a warm-up and move into exercises from there, and I will give you progressions and more challenging exercises if you would like through the class. So just make sure for the moment that you have a decent setup for yourselves. If you're working at home as well, if you're in your lounge, you can use your couch, or if you're in your dining room or anything, you just need to have a chair handy. If you don't have a chair, it's not a problem. I will show you modifications. Righty guys, we're going to get started. So welcome to your cycling strength class today, hosted by Total Sports and Sports Science. So my name is Warwick Cross. I am a biokineticist at the High Performance at Sports Science, and I mainly work with elite and novice cyclists in a strength and conditioning capacity. Today, we're going to be doing a strength class that is going to help you on and off the bike, and it will make you a better rider, whether you're a road rider or mountain bike rider. Okay, as I said, if you need equipment, all you need to do today is have either plastic packets if you're using carpet, or something that will slide on towel. I'm using face cloths. You can use socks or anything similar for later on in the workout, and just a chair. I'm going to start the workout with a warm-up, and then from there we're going to progress into the session. I will move quite slowly, so try and keep up, and I will be counting rep for rep with you guys. So just watch me for the first few reps, and then you continue from that point onwards. Right, guys. So starting with your warm-ups, I'm going to ask you to please go down onto the ground. You're going to be kneeling on all fours, hands on the ground, hands under the shoulders, your first exercise is your hip circles. So you're going to be starting in this position, kicking the heel up, opening the knee to the side, and bringing the knee round. So making one big circle with the knee coming forward. You're doing 10 reps. So that's 2, 3, 4. When you're doing this, you do not want to excessively rotate your hips. So don't let the hips throw over to the side. You want to kick the heel up, open to the side, and bring it round to the middle. Up, round, down to the middle. 9, 10. Great. When you finish with that, we're going to move over onto the other side. So starting again with the hands under the shoulders, knees under your hips, kicking up to the ceiling, opening the knee to the side, bringing round to the middle. Up to the ceiling, open to the side, round to the middle. So this is opening up the hips, moving that hip through its full range of motion, warming up the hip for further exercise. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. Okay, so hopefully you guys are keeping up with me with that. Okay, I'll give you a few seconds to finish your last reps. When you finish with that, you can stay on the ground. You are now going to go into your groin openers. So I'm going to do this one facing you guys. You're going to be on your mat. One foot is going to go out to the side. You want your heel in line with your knee. So you don't want your heel too far forward or too far back. So in line with your knee will be the perfect position for your heel. You're going to have your hands out in front of you. Yeah, nice straight elbows. Make sure that you are not bending your elbows in this exercise. Okay? Then from there, you are sitting back onto the heel behind you, making sure you keep this toe flat when you go back. So don't allow the toe to lift when you go back sitting onto the heel. Keep it flat, and then opening the hips all the way to the front. Okay? So you'll see as I come forward, I'm opening my hips all the way in the front. You're not bending the elbows, so don't do a push-up. Going back onto the heel behind you, opening the hips all the way to the front. You'll feel that stretch groin as you do it. We're doing 10 on each side. That's 4. Making sure keeping that that toe nice and flat the whole time. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Obviously, we're going to swap sides now. So, again, you're going to put the heel out to the side, like this. Your heel in line with your knee, your hands out in front of you. Okay? Making sure that you're keeping this toe flat the entire time. Going back onto the heel, opening the hips up in the front. Just sitting back onto the heel, opening the hips all the way to the front. Okay, doing 10 of those again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's important that you guys don't rush through your warm-ups. Make sure you get the full range of motion. We want to make sure that the body is ready for the exercise that we're going to do coming up. And that's 10. Nice job. Okay, your next exercise that you're going to do from this position, you're still on your hands and knees. You are going to start with your hands under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. We're going into opposite arm, opposite leg extension. So what I'm going to do is from this position, I'm going to straighten my right arm out in front of me and my left leg out behind me without rotating in the hips. So you don't want this to happen and you don't want you to get excessive arching in your back. So straightening out in front of you, bringing it down to the middle, swapping sides. Now with this one, you're doing 10 in total, so it will be 5 on each side. I'm on number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Okay, I hope you guys are keeping up with me. Alright, next up we're going to go and open up the hips a little bit further. So for this exercise, what I want you guys to do is it's best to start in a kneeling position. So just as you have been, you're going to bring one foot forward next to the hand. So you'll notice that both my hands are flat on the ground on the inside of my knee. So you don't want one hand on the outside, you want both hands on the inside of the knee. Okay? I'm going to turn side on now. You want your back knee quite far back, so you don't want it too far forward like this. You want the back knee quite far back so that you almost feel a stretch in the quad. Okay. Now from that, keep your palms flat on the ground. Keep the toe, so the front toe, flat as possible. So don't allow the toe to lift up when we go into the movement. So from here, you're sliding back toward your back heel. You're going to feel that stretch in your hamstring on the front leg. Yeah? Don't overstretch it, just feel the stretch. Come forward and open up the hip on the front knee. The back leg. Going back into the hamstring, opening up the hip on the front leg. You're doing 6, and I want you to just hold the position for a second on each of the back and forward motions. That's number 3 for me. 4. 5, 6. Good job. Okay, we're going to swap sides. So remember, you're bringing the foot forward. Your hands are on the inside of your knee. You don't have a hand on the outside of your foot. Palms are flat on the ground, keeping that toe as flat as possible on the front leg. Going back, stretching out the hamstring. Coming forward, opening up the hip. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. Good. Great. One more warm-up exercise for you guys. Okay. Hope you're starting to feel a little bit warmer now. These are called frog squats. So you're going to be starting in a push-up position. You're going to bring one foot next to the hand, bring the other foot next to the hand. Your palms are still flat, standing up. Then going back down to a squat, keeping the heels flat. Put the palms flat on the ground, walk back to a push-up. So it's into a squat, all the way up, down into a push-up. We're doing 6 of these. That's number 3 for me. 4, 5, 6. Great, I hope you guys are keeping up. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Okay, next up we're going to go into the main set. If you need to grab some water now. We're going to start quite basic and we're going to progress from there. So, we're starting off working our glute med. So you're going to start in a side plank position. So on your mat, a towel, you're going to start in a side plank. So your heels are in line with your knees and your knees are in line with your hips. You're going to go up into a side plank. Your top leg, you're going to move slightly back, and then from there, you're lifting up to the ceiling. Okay? So it's slightly further back than your heel. So I'll do it with my feet facing you guys. You will be able to see what I mean by that. So into a side plank, slightly back and lifting up. So you can see that my top leg is not directly in line with my bottom leg. We are doing 10 reps on each leg. If you are unable to do a side plank, you're just going to hold this position. It's a nice strong body position. Move the leg back and then lift the leg from there. So you don't need to bring the hips up. But I encourage you guys to try. So starting in the side plank, we're going 1, 2, 3. Feel it in the top of the glute here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. You guys keeping up with me here? We're swapping sides. So again, you want to be feeling this at if this is your hip joint over here, you want to feel it just behind. So that's your glute med, just on the side of the bum. Going up into a plank, slightly behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Guys, get that one? Right. Now we're going to be working the hamstring and the glute max. So your glute max is your main bum muscle. These are called donkey kicks. This is your first round. We're going to be doing 2 sets of these 3 exercises. We're on the second one now. You're going to start in a kneeling position, nice straight back, hands under the shoulders. You are going to be kicking one leg back, but the objective with this is that you need to feel the movement from your glute and your hamstring. So hamstring's over here, your glute is over here. You don't want to be feeling it in your back. If you're feeling it in your back, it means you're arching too much in the back. So from here, you are going to set the body, nice strong body position. You don't want the head up like this. You want the head nice and neutral. From there, you're kicking back, squeezing the glute. Okay? Nice, all the way straight with the leg, bringing it back to the middle. Don't put the knee down when you're done. You're doing 10 reps. 2, 3, nice and controlled. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and make sure that you get your heel as high as your bum. So you don't want to be kicking too low. You want to keep that heel upright. Squeeze the glute to get the heel up. 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Awesome job. How are you guys feeling? Legs starting to feel warmer. You should feel a little bit of activation through the glutes now. The next exercise you're going to be doing is called a dynamic hamstring reach. So you're going to be standing in this position. You're going to be on 1 foot. So I'll show you from over here. 1 foot. Okay. There's going to be a slight bend in the knee. So you don't want to be standing with a knee that's directly straight. There's a slight bend in the knee. Okay. Keeping the back nice and straight and the hips nice and even. You're going to, this is your hinge point. You're going to hinge from your hips. You're going forward. As you go forward, you're lifting the arms out in front of you. You're going to feel that hamstring pull when you're in about that position over there. Nice straight back. You use that hamstring to pull yourself up. So imagine you're almost like a Lego crane with the string at the back. The string is your hamstring and it's pulling you all the way back up. Don't use your back to curl up. Okay, so we're going to do 8 per leg of our dynamic hamstring reach. So we're going to be starting on one leg, slight bend in the knee, going forward, reaching forward, nice stretch in the hamstring, coming all the way up. 1, 2, you need to work on your balance in this one. 3, 4, 5, Don't rush it. Keep this hip down. So don't allow the hip to rotate. 6, 7, 8. We're going to swap sides. So side bend in the knee. We're hinging forward. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Right, hope you guys are feeling good. That's your first set of those exercises. Now I'm going to show you the progressions. If you felt like that was quite difficult, okay, you're going to repeat that set of exercises again. If you felt that was very easy, I'm going to take you through the progressions now. So you're going to follow what I do. Okay? So, we're starting at the top. The first movement was your side plank with your leg abduction, which means the leg going up to the side. So remember, your first movement initially was lifting up with the leg up to the side. Okay? We are doing 10 reps of that. Now, the progression from that movement, so to make it a little bit more challenging, you're going to go up onto the hand, straight elbow, into a starfish position, and here you are lifting the leg up to the side. So you're doing 10 reps of this over here. It's important to stabilize through the shoulder and make sure that you still get that activation through the glute on the side here. I'm on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. I hope you guys tried the progression. If you felt like the first set was too easy, we're swapping sides. Now, importantly, guys, if you didn't do the progression on this side, you mustn't do the progression on the other side. So you can't pick and choose the sides of your body. You must stick to the same type of exercise. So I'm going to go into the starfish, but remember the first exercise, again, was your side plank, lifting the leg up. So we're going into the starfish, okay? From here, arm up to the ceiling, lifting the leg up and coming back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job, guys. Awesome. Hope you guys are keeping up with the progressions here. I'm going to give you a second just to catch up with me. Just a reminder that our next exercise is going to be our donkey kicks, which is that 4-point kneeling position. I'm going to show you the progression on that one as well. So just a reminder, the first one, you are on your hands under your shoulders, your knees were under your hips, and from there, you are kicking back, squeezing this glute, squeezing this hamstring to get that leg nice and straight, bringing it back to the middle. You're doing 10 reps per leg if you're not doing the progression. Now we are doing the progression. It's a small change. The basics stay the same. So you are still using your hamstring and your glute to activate the muscle and the movement. But with this one, you are going to lift both knees off the floor. So both knees lift off the floor. So knees are down, knees are up. You're going to keep your right knee only 2 centimeters off the floor. You're not allowed to lift it higher than that or put it down between reps. So from here, kicking back, bringing it back to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work. Okay, guys, giving that a try. 10 of the progression and 10 of the first set. Moving on to the other leg. 1, 2. Remember the knees 2 centimeters off the ground. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. How are you guys feeling? I hope the muscles are starting to get a bit warmer now. Okay, so we are going into our third exercise of that set, and that was our dynamic hamstring reach. So for that one, remember there was a slight bend in the knee. You were going forward, making sure that your hips stayed even, making sure that you felt that control through the hamstring and that your back was straight. Now I'm going to show you the progression. It takes a little bit more balance. So what you're going to do is you're going to start in your dynamic hamstring position. So on one leg, slight bend in the knee, you're kicking back. Now when you get to that point where you feel that hamstring taking control, move the hands out to the side. You're going to rotate over the hip, opening the hip as far as you can. You'll see I lost my balance there. It's a bit tricky. You need to keep nice and stable through the hip. Bring it down to the middle, hands forward and all the way up. So it's a little bit longer. So you're going to start in your dynamic hamstring position. Going down, hands out to the side. Rotate over the hip, concentrate, make sure that you're controlling through those glutes. Bring the hip back down, hands to the front, all the way up. With that one, you should be feeling it all the way through the hamstring and then in the glute as you rotate that hip over. So that glute has got to do a lot of work to control that movement. Okay? If you're doing your non-progress movements, so the first exercise we did, you're doing 8 per leg. If you're doing the rotation one that we've just done, you're doing 6. So, going down, hands out to the side, rotate over that hip, bring it down to the middle, nice and control, hands to the front, all the way up. Good. Down, out to the side, making sure hips are still even. Opening up the hips to the side, whoopsie, in the middle, up to the top, and up. That's 3. Out to the side, open, up, together, 4. Should feel the hamstring starting to burn a bit. Out to the side. Rotate to the front, 5, and the last one, down, out, rotate to the side, bring it back to the middle, and up, whoops, 6. Okay, swapping legs, slight bend in the knee, okay, going forward, out to the side, rotate that hip out, come back to the middle, hands to the front. Make sure that you control that balance. You'll see my knee moving around quite a bit. Okay, that's you working really hard to make sure that you stabilize the whole time. If you are struggling with this exercise, just go back to the first one with the dynamic hamstring reach, just the forward and back one, until you get the hang of it. There is a lot of coordination and a lot of balance that you need for this one. So, starting in this position, going down, out to the side, open the hip, bring it back to the middle, hands to the front, all the way up. Down, to the front, to the side, open the hip, back to the middle, forward, all the way up. It's number 4, out to the side, open, back to the middle, and all the way up. Good. 5, down, out to the side, open, and all the way up. Okay. Cool, guys. Grab some water. We're moving on. For the next exercise, you're going to need your chair or your couch or a step, and you're going to need one of the face cloth, gliders, socks, plastic packets, whatever you have found around the house that you can use. And from that, and then just your body weight, obviously. Okay, our first exercise we're going to do is an isometric Bulgarian split squat. Now, you are going to stand in front of your chair, feet hip width apart. I'm going to do the first one facing you guys. Okay? So feet hip width apart. You're going to place the one leg back behind you and onto the chair. Okay? You'll notice that my feet stay hip width apart. Not moving the leg out or across the midline like that. Okay? Nice straight body. Now, from here, your first movement, you are going down into a squat position. So from here, nice upright chest, keeping that heel flat the whole time. Going down to a 90-degree in the knee position. You're going to hold that for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Now don't bring it all the way up. 3, 2, 1. And you're going to go up just before you straighten the knee and back down for 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From the side, I'll show you. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, you guys get that one? Should feel that burning in the glute, in the quad, and in the hamstring. Important notes with that one, guys, is that you don't want the knee to be falling in the inside. Okay? You want this knee to stay in line with your second toe. Okay? So again, we're going to do the other leg. Foot back behind you. Okay? Nice upright chest. Straight back. Heel flat on the floor. Going down. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up just before you straighten. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Okay, that one should have woken the legs up a little bit. Okay, now you guys are going to use your glider or your slider or your packet. You're going to place that on the floor. The next exercise we're doing is designed to target the hamstrings. You're going to place one foot on that slider, nice upright chest. You're going down, sliding back behind you, using the hamstring to pull back forward. So, if any of you have skateboarded before, it's that feeling with as if you want to push the board forward with the other leg. So, you're pushing with the leg that's in front, the back leg is just sliding back and forward. So from here, sliding back, pulling with the hamstring, coming up to the front. So don't just push the leg into the ground, pull the floor in front of you. So going back, you are doing 10 reps per leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, keeping that chest upright. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work. Nice job, guys. Swapping over now. Going back. 1, 2. Pull that floor in front of you. So don't just push up. Make sure you're pulling that floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work. Everyone feel their hamstrings working there? Good. Now the next one you're going to be doing, this is a precursor to an exercise we will be doing later on. It's a lunge to a knee drive. The thing with this exercise is you want to focus more on your stability than your speed. Right. Now there are 2 points of stability in this exercise. Your first is going to be at the bottom of your lunge. The second is going to be at the top. So you need to make sure that you drive this knee through and you're nice and stable on this leg. Right? So going down, it's a drive up, stabilize. 1, all the way back down. You're doing 10 reps per leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Swap legs. Remember, work on that stability. 1, 2. Good. 3. Stable at the top. 4. Shouldn't need to wobble around. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Good job. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that one. We've got one more set left. So we're doing 2 sets. Remember, you need your chair. So grab your chairs again. We're going back into our isometric Bulgarian split squats with the reps at the end. Importantly, guys, I just want to emphasize that when you come for your reps after the isometric hold, you're not straightening that knee. So it's slightly bent at the top, going down, slightly bent. Okay. You do that so that you're constantly loading that quad. Okay. From here, foot back, we're going down, holding for 10 seconds. Right. Go down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Stopping legs. Down. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, guys. Well done. Okay, getting into those hamstrings again. Get your cloth, get your sock, get your packet on the floor. Let's get ready. Remember, putting that floor out in front of you. Get that pull, that nice pull. Use that hamstring. Yeah. Going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Stop legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Nice job, guys. Now that stability lunge. Remember, powerful drive forward, stabilize at the top, stabilize at the bottom. Okay. Starting. 1, stabilize. 2, stable. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap legs. Good. 1, stabilize. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Nice work, guys. Grab some water if you like. You're going to need your mat again. You're doing a little bit of core now. Okay, so our first exercise for our core is going to be our Russian twists. Now, for the core, we are going to go 3 exercises straight into one another. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you all 3, then I'm going to call it out as we go. No breaks, okay? No one takes a break in this. Now, first one, you're going to be doing your bicycle crunches. So hands behind the head, you're going to lift the shoulders off the ground, okay? Then from there, opposite arm to opposite knee. Swap it. You're doing 20 reps of these. As soon as you finish with that, flat on the ground, okay? From here, you're lifting opposite arm to opposite leg. So it's opposite arm to opposite leg, not alternating. We're doing 10 per side. As soon as we finish with that, side plank, you're rotating through and touch, open up. Rotate through, open up. Okay? 10 on each side. Remember what I said? We are moving straight into the next exercise. Okay? So, everybody ready? Everybody's had some water? A little breather? Okay? We're going to be starting. So the first one, bicycle crunches, 20 reps. Okay? Make sure that you get that nice torso rotation. So no flappy elbows. You want the torso rotating the whole time. Okay. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Down onto the ground. Opposite arm. Opposite leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going into those side planks, guys. No rest. Come on, join me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All done. Hope you guys did the whole thing. No quitting. Okay, we got one more set to end off. Small little break there. Catch your breath. Okay, everyone ready? Starting with your bicycle crunches, 20 reps. Okay? On your backs, hands behind the head, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. On your back. Opposite arm to the opposite leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Side planks, guys. Don't stop now. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome work. Well done, guys. Okay. Next, we're going to do just a couple of stretches to cool down, and then we're done for the day. Great. So the first stretch I want you to do is you're going to go down onto one knee forward, one knee back, 90-90 position. You're going to place one hand on the inside of the knee like this. Okay? Now, tuck your hips and push forward. So when I say tuck your hips, what I mean is you put your hands on your hips, you want to pull your front fingers, these ones, up to your chest. Okay. As soon as you do that, you'll feel a little stretch in the quad. So pull up, hand on the inside, from there, reach up next to you, open, okay, and lean over. Feel that stretch in the hip flexor. Push this arm out, so this arm, push out to the side, hold this, and relax. Good. Okay, now without swapping legs, I'm going to put one foot forward. So, back. Foot forward, toe off the floor, slight bend in the knee. Okay. Hands on the ground. Okay. Then from there, you're sitting back, stretching out that hamstring. So push the hips back. Like this. Push the hips back. Stretch out the hamstring. So my hands are on the ground. I'm just going to lift this hand so you can see what's happening. So hold that stretch for a little bit. And relax. Good. Next one, you're going to cross the foot over the middle of the body. The knee goes down onto the ground. Okay, like that. My leg behind me is at the back. Okay, slide it back onto the elbows. Feel that stretch in the glute. Hold that for a couple of seconds. and relax. Great. I'm going to do the other side now. So remember, tuck those hips, pull those fingers up to the chest, okay? Hand on the inside of the knee, up, rotate away, and lean. Feel that stretch going right down here. And relax. Good. Toe forward. So foot forward. Toe off the ground. Hands down. Stretch out that hamstring. So you're pushing those hips back. So getting that motion with the hips, feeling that stretch in the hamstring. Keep that toe off the ground. And relax. You're going to cross over the middle of the body. Lie back onto the elbows. Stretch out that glute. And relax. There we go. Okay guys, that would be our first class, our cycling strength class. I enjoyed that. Thank you very much for coming. If you want to find out more, we do offer specific cycling strength classes that are periodized at Sports Science. You can contact me at wcross@cisa.com if you'd like to find out more. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you next week. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you guys felt that you got a good workout, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.